Well, hello everybody. It is Sunday, July 26, 2020, and it is steamy here in Southwest Ohio. I had to travel to West Virginia, the easternmost part of West Virginia, this week for work, and it was steamy there too. So I've been melting a lot of ice cream scents and minty scents and even Christmas in July scents to try and trick myself into thinking it's cooler than it is. So I hope you are managing the heat wherever you are. And let's get started. I have empties for you this week. I will say I have been trying to melt less as far as quantity, and I'm finding that less is often more. Less in each melter, and I'm getting actually a better throw. I've got the stash down to where it's a little more manageable, and I'm not melting as fast, and I'm melting slightly less amount per day and enjoying it more. So let's hope I can keep it like this and not plunge off the cliff again ordering as I tend to do. So far so good. First of all, I got through 2 candles under the candle lamp. There's a little bit left in each one for tonight. I did pour them out this morning, which is why they're a little schmutzy right now. And the first is Root Beer Float by Homeworks. And as you can see, there's just a little bit left for tonight and under the candle lamp. Absolutely gorgeous. It has an anise note in it as well as the root beer. It's just so authentic and strong, and I love every minute of it. Also, we have marshmallow candy cane. I was desperate for something reminding me of colder weather. That's more of a Christmas scent, I suppose, but I can melt that at any time. From Kohl's, the Sonoma marshmallow candy cane. Such a soft, beautiful, pepperminty candy cane scent. And it just envelops you and comforts you, and I will buy that over and over. I'm not always a fan of Kohl's candles just because sometimes the intensity of the scent isn't there for me, but that one is beautiful and I will definitely repurchase. Beautiful candle. All right, as far as vendor wax goes, first up is Rose Girl's White Birch and Vanilla Type and Waffle Cone. I love this. I love birch scents. It has kind of that mystical quality for me about a birch. It's different from the pine scent, earthy, beautiful, and then that vanilla softens it, and the waffle cone gives it just a bit of bakery. I will buy this again. Beautiful scent. Next up, from Destination Wax, and this is actually going this morning, wedding cake. Everyone's wedding cake should smell like this. Medium throw. This is described as vanilla cake with thick white frosting and a thin layer of strawberry jam, not buttery. So not buttery makes me very happy. This is lovely. Such a fresh white cake with that frosting, and then the strawberry, very authentic, not overly sweet. Absolutely gorgeous, and I will buy that again. Wedding cake. Next up, another one I did not finish. This is from Homeworks. This is their wax melts. So they come in a kind of a clamshell affair that I find difficult to open. So I took them out of the clamshell and put them into a regular polypropylene bag. So this is described as candy cane kisses, which is peppermint, crystallized sugar, and candied vanilla. Just beautiful. And I melted this at the same time as the marshmallow candy cane candle, but in a different room, and it was just lovely. This had beautiful throw, nice intensity, and I would repurchase. But I have plenty, right? I got plenty there to keep me happy for the rest of this year. Next up, we have a number of things from the Bunny Sisters. These are mostly samples, and thank you to Janine and her sister for the always generous samples. First up was Jersey Shore, which was salty sea air, vanilla ice cream, and berries. High plus throw. This lasted for 2 days, and I finally turned it off just because I needed something new. Beautiful scent, long lasting. Felt like I was at the beach with an ice cream. Next up, Friday the 13th. This is a true pumpkin scent. I didn't pick up a lot of spice. I like spiced pumpkin and not spiced pumpkin. This is more of like a natural pumpkin, high throw, gorgeous. Lilo and Stitch is like a Dole Whip kind of pineapple and other tropical scents. Medium throw, enjoyed that one. Cotton Candy Cornbread. These are all Bunny Sisters. Cotton Candy Cornbread. I love this. This is a sweet take on the cornbread. Very comforting. High throw. This one was awesome. I like my kitty scents. Saved by the Bell. See all the teachers with the kids going crazy after having drunk red Kool-Aid and saltwater taffy to eat. In my wimpiest warmer, which is the little blue guy in the bathroom, which doesn't throw anything, this was high plus, filled the house. Awesome scent. Saved by the Bell, Bunny Sisters. Next up, Fruity Pebble ice cream cake. Medium throat, delicious. And I'm not a big Fruity Pebbles fan, but with the ice cream cake, that was really nice. And last from the Bunny Sisters was Pearberry Coconut Leaves. So this is like a very young green coconut, not overly sweet, high throw. You know, I love when we say a young green coconut as opposed to like an old hairy coconut, but very, I would say, on the tartar side, and I enjoyed that. It was a comforting type of scent. Next up, from Wicked Wax Studio, which I am enjoying very much. Beautiful blends. This was a sample, and I thank you, Elizabeth, called Clothesline Saga, and it's clothesline laundry type with citrus, apple, and then dark woods. So a very interesting combination. It's like fresh laundry just out of the washing machine, sweetened by the apple and the citrus, and then given a little mysteriousness by the dark woods. High plus throw, a beautiful clean scent, filled the house. I would buy that again. I'm very, very pleased with this vendor, Wicked Wax Studio. Next up, we had Yosemite. And this is from Empire Alchemy. I am letting my Empire Alchemy cure about, I forget what she's saying, 2 to 4 weeks, I believe. This was a sample, and I did melt it right away. High plus plus. This is charred orange peel, pink peppercorn, and wood fire. Beautiful. I will buy that again. Very pleased with her blends also. Empire Alchemy has some very unique, different, just delicious blends. Next, from Avas Country Cupboard, we have Blueberry Lemon Donuts. I melted this all of yesterday. Medium high throw, beautiful. Ava's base wax to me is very clean. You know, I don't pick up any kind of like paraffin scent or kerosene scent or petroleum scent that, you know, you get sometimes with wax. Very clean wax, beautiful blend, and I picked up all of these notes. I would definitely repurchase. Love Ava's. Next up, these were gifts from Ramona when I went to Houston and was fortunate enough to be there on business when she was having a wax get-together. This is L3 Waxy Wonders Pretzel Kolache's Caramel. Really nice. A little too sweet for me, but the pretzel note was gorgeous. And I love L3. Always get good performance in my home. Next up, this was beautiful. Vintage Chic Scents Chicago outfit. Blackberry mango and ginger ale, and I love this. I love ginger ale scents, and this one you get the between the mixture of the kind of tart ginger ale with the sweet blackberry being natural blackberry, and then the mango. High plus throw. So, you know, Vintage Chic to me 2 years ago threw well. Last year, not at all. And then this year, from what I'm hearing, throwing well again because she changed her formulation, and I'm so happy because to me Kirby's wax is fabulous. I love her scent catalog, and I'm so happy that she has improved the formula and it's throwing again because I have always greatly enjoyed her wax. Next we have from Destination Wax Banana Walnut Tort, and this was a sample, medium throat. This was a natural banana. You did get the nuttiness from the walnut. I love this. It could have been stronger. I would repurchase again because it's a beautiful scent. I might let it cure longer. This one I will want to buy in a bag. Kale Salad. So unique. So described as green kale, green apple, red currant, pineapple, coriander. So it says here crisp, fresh, and a bit peppery, and I would agree with that. You know, kale can be bitter, but with the green apple, it sweetened it up, and then there is that little bite of a peppery note. Absolutely beautiful, and I will repurchase that in a larger quantity. Medium high throw. From Vintage Road Candles, another of my favorite vendors, we had Lavender Luxury, and thank you, Sarah, for this beautiful sample. Clean lavender, fresh herbs, and cool camphor. So this was on the natural herbal side of the lavender spectrum, and I enjoyed it greatly. High throw, and it lasted, that lasted over 24 hours. This one, Blackberry Lemonade, really nicely blended. I got both of those notes. It was a fresh, juicy blackberry, medium throw, and I would buy that again as well from Vintage Road. Next, I had a couple from the Bathing Garden, and the first is Hatter's Mocha Cake. And I wish I could show you what this looked like. It was like a perfect little chocolate cake, beautifully decorated. You know, Shannon's decorations on her wax are unparalleled. No one has more beautiful wax, in my opinion. Medium high throw, got the coffee note, got the chocolate and the cake note, and I really loved that. So it was Hatter's Mocha Cake right there, and this is Fairy Pears by the Bathing Garden, and this is pink grapefruit, tangerine, cranberry, peach. Maybe it's Fairy Years. You know, I'm not sure about that, but what I picked up here was cranberry and grapefruit, and a medium throw. I really enjoyed that. Cranberry and grapefruit go nicely together. Then we had from Rose Girls, Goodnight Moon, always a favorite. This is pink sugar, peppermint, lavender, and vanilla. Gorgeous. I finished a bag in this. I have 2 more bags. I melt this frequently in the evening. It's just a very restful, beautiful scent, and I'm so happy to have more of that, and I always will repurchase that one. I have 2 more things. Last of the Scent Shot cups. This was from Sugar and Spice Gourmet Soy Candles. Cucumber and lemon slices. High throw. Now this one I would say was a little tart. I love cucumber probably more than many scents. And the lemon slices, this was like a lemon that to me could have ripened a little more. It was on the bitter side. So I don't think I would repurchase this, but it had beautiful throw. It filled the house, but just too bitter. From Sugar and Spice. And lastly, please, a moment of silence for the Bunny Sisters loaf and pistachio ice cream sandwich. This was so gorgeous, and I'm happy to have a loaf. So you see I'm nibbling away at the loaf. Beautiful storage container that it comes in, which seals tightly. Pistachio is a scent that I love very much, and which I have found in many other vendors often gets maybe helped along with either cherry or almond extract to maybe beef it up, because it's a subtle scent. That nut is not an overpowering scent, the pistachio, but it's its own wonderful self, and I think it should be left to be its own wonderful self. Maybe it does share some chemistry with cherry and almond. I imagine there is some similarity molecularly there, but this one smells more like an authentic pistachio. And then the creamy ice cream and a touch of maybe waffle cone or something for the sandwich portion of this, because there is a little something bakery, but largely you get the creamy nuttiness. Spectacular. I'm so happy to have a loaf of this. So thank you, Janine and your sister, because that's a gorgeous blend. So my favorites this week were this pistachio ice cream sandwich by the Bunny Sisters and the 2 candles, the root beer float by Homeworks, and marshmallow candy cane by Sonoma at Kohl's. So that's it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will all have a good week. The Comet, Neowise, you know I have to talk about the Comet, is almost gone. You can still see him in the sky, but he's very difficult. And right now the moon is getting brighter, so it's a little bit harder. It's not as dark. I was fortunate to get to see him in the mountains of Virginia on Wednesday night, pitch black, and he was a sight to behold. That was his closest night to the Earth. So you may wonder why I care so much about comets. Back in 1997, there was a comet called Hale-Bopp, which some of you may remember, and it was just huge. And I had a business trip to Arizona. I wasn't traveling much back then, but I had a trip that had a lot of free time, and I took my son with me, and he was 8 years old at the time. And we got up at 4:30 in the morning and went out in the desert. It was pitch black, and we got to see Hale-Bopp hanging in the sky. So that is such a beautiful memory, and comets will always be special to me because of that. So with that, I wish you a beautiful and safe week. Please wear your masks and social distance. Let's all help each other stay safe till we can get a vaccine for this coronavirus. Hug your families, and thank you so very much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.